Hello everyone, my name is SurrealBeliefs and welcome to a Total War Warhammer battle. Today we have a special guest, or am I the guest? I don't know which one.
I don't know, it depends what channel they're watching this through.
Right. Okay, well we are a mutual guesthood of friends here. Yeah, for lack of a better phrase.
Union of YouTubers here ready to kick some butt. No, I'm pretty terrible at this game, so Surreal, hopefully I can fit inside your backpack and you can carry us to victory.
I will carry you. I will be
you.
What's his name? Oh, I forgot his name. Samwise. Oh my god. Don't judge me.
God.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Well, it's alright, we're playing Warhammer, so it's just different lore. Fine. It's alright, yeah. So they're both dwarves. They're obviously going to be pretty defensive.
Correct. I'm trying to think about how they'll deploy. What I'm thinking is that we're going to see them here and here because they're probably going to bring artillery. I might be wrong, but usually these players do. We could... Alright, so like here's the thing about dwarves. They're extremely slow in the game, so we could try to move on one of them and work together to take them out. It's a smaller map, so we might not be able to, but that would definitely be ideal.
Well, I was thinking I could put some Vanguard units. Let's see, I do have a cab unit. You might be able to put them over here too.
Okay.
In the tree line, you see over here?
Yes.
And circling. If we could double team the opposite player right here,
right,
and then get his ally to come down and support him, and then we can just spring the trap and then go after like his artillery and invulnerable units with our cab.
All right, a man.
If you want to try that,
yeah,
you want to. All right. Hey, I'm master strategy guy.
All right,
so.
That is definitely not me. I am more like drool at the mouth and go in guy, but
no, that's usually what I just pretend. I'm like, when I win a battle, I'm like, yeah, I'm just a master genius.
All according to plan.
Yeah, like okay, so what I was trying to do here, but really I wasn't. Like I was just winging it.
And it all worked out, right?
Classic comedy. Like, look, I'm flanking around because I knew he would just go after the trap, so.
That is pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I got.
Don't tell anyone though.
No.
Secret.
No one needs to know.
No.
Except for the world.
Okay. Except the world. Yeah, so we'll just bum rush them, I guess,
Okay, I'm looking at their troop count right now. Okay, they definitely brought in a little bit of artillery. I'm thinking that or gyrocopters or something. Let me look at it real quick.
Well, gyrocopters would be bad for them because we just focus them down with the archers.
Oh, definitely. You can usually... I kind of wish they would take the troop count out because that is a very handy tool to kind of gauge what your opponent has. And I use that quite a bit as well.
Yeah, we do outnumber them by a lot, so I'm sure. Yeah, we definitely need to charge in with the tree folk first.
Oh, definitely.
They would absorb the ammo.
Oh, definitely.
Look at those little dryads, man. They're so adorable.
They are adorable.
They're tiny.
And I feel like their design was taken after potentially the designers watched Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm not too sure.
yeah. That's true. That's true.
But I don't know how many ways you can make a tree dude without it looking like that, so I don't know.
That's true. I mean, yeah, for real.
Oh.
All right.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, man, the anticipation is real.
I'm going to rush you down, dwarves.
Oh,
dwarves are natural sprinters, though.
I am pretty fast. Oh, you meant them. Okay. All right. So we're oh, my goodness, look at all the artillery. So what I'm thinking is that we could potentially ignore the clan and grunt player. Oh, no. Hold on. We're going to have to move into the woods immediately. That is really intense.
All right, do you want me to go with you to the same woods?
So we might actually need to move down away from all of this because we're just going to hit a crossfire. So we're going to have to move. That is incredible.
Yeah, I was hoping the other dwarven player would be a little bit further away from his... Yeah, that's an insane amount of artillery. And he's got an organ gun.
Yeah, if we hit his line, we'll be okay, but that is a lot of artillery. I actually, in hindsight, should have brought some Hawk Riders. That would have been a better call.
Oh, yes. I was going to mention them, but...
So here is what we can do here as we move down here, which we're going to take a lot of damage. I'll move here, and if we can try to flank through these woods and get a round, that would be great too.
Oh, look, he's got a defense up there.
Yeah.
So he knows.
Oh, they are campers McGee here.
We'll
be fine.
Yeah,
I am used to it. It's whatever.
Yeah. Classic dwarven playstyle.
Yeah. All right, I have to use my Earth Blood, which fortunately is an AoE to heal up my group.
I'm not paying attention.
It's completely fine, man. We'll go in.
All right. Well, if we can get them to funnel down after us, we should really maybe spring out our
definitely.
trap.
Oh, definitely. We're gonna have to. Okay, here comes Durthu. Coming in right now. I'm gonna move my war dancers through the woods. That is definitely so much.
Yeah, I'm already getting troops that are breaking.
Oh wow. Yeah. Just keep on moving them down. We're gonna try to make this work. We'll just call it a practice match at worst.
Yeah,
okay.
that's true. That's true.
I need to decrease their accuracy, so I'm gonna use the Curse of Anra here to decrease the accuracy of the organ guns and all that. We'll do that right now. Move in. Okay, they do have things in the woods, unfortunately. Let's see. I'll try to move them in anyway. Archers will focus fire on... Let's go look at it real quick. The Quarrelers, they've got to go. Durthu's moving in as well. If I keep on using Flock of Doom, they're all grouped up. I might be able to do some big damage. Okay. Other dwarf player, is he moving? He's not moving, thankfully. So as long as we get here, we might be okay. Just depends on if we make it here.
Yeah, is he moving? Okay, yeah, he is. He's now moving. He might be trying to flank us.
Okay.
But that leaves open all the artillery for our cav.
Most definitely. Time for a Flock of Doom. Alright, I'm going to begin to move mine up just to get behind him, try to freak him out, try to distract him for a little while.
Alright, I've got finally my infantry coming up.
I'm bringing in my war dancers right now to try to go after their artillery. If I can keep my lines from breaking and do that, I think we'll potentially be okay. I've used my magic to heal up my front line, so that should be good. Okay.
Alright, yep. The artillery is completely exposed. Should we... I think you should go for... Or we should split up our cav and go for all the artillery possible at once.
Okay, I'm bringing in my war dancers to go after their artillery right now. I'm trying to. Oh. Someone had an issue for a moment. Durthu's still going. I can't zoom in to let you viewers know just because it's a live battle, so there's no way that I can do that right now.
Yeah.
I always let them know that.
Not a Warhammer.
not in Warhammer. Okay. It's a pretty tough front line. I've got my war dancers. They might be able to hold for a little while with their Shadow's Coil, which gives them -20 melee attack and +20 to melee defense. So hopefully we can do something.
Okay, yeah. This is working. We're doing all right.
Yeah. You could definitely probably bring in your Wildwood Rangers around through this little crack here. And if we could hit them on their flanks, that's really like the only way that we'll probably break them at the moment.
Okay. All right. Sent in the eagle, but...
Okay, great.
He's breaking some of his crossbows.
I'm bringing in all my Wild Riders right now to go after all that artillery. And
Nice.
I'm going to bypass the first dwarf player. I think that'll be a good call so that you can come in after the fact so I can get here now.
Okay, yeah. Let's get the element of surprise.
Let's get them out of here. Get the hell.
Yes.
Oh, here we go. Let's go.
This is it. Now or
Team
never.
Elf. That's, oh, yeah. Okay, I can heal up the front line again. Wonderful. Oh, man. Dude, I cannot believe we had a battle like this as battle number 1. Wonderful.
Come on, keep pushing that artillery.
Come on, artillery, we can do it. Let's go.
Go, Cav, go.
Oh, they're so good, too. I love them. Okay, I'm moving in. I'm going to try to get some more Quarrelers.
All right.
Look at that beautiful result now. We're actually beginning to push in pretty well.
They're breaking. Look at them. They're crumbling. Yes.
Your plan worked, dude. All right.
Yeah. Hey, what did I say?
Oh, right behind us, we have more dwarfs coming in.
Oh, God. All right.
Iron breakers, too.
Oh, nice. I've got some units to slow them down.
Okay. I'm now going to bring in my riders to come in towards the front line so that maybe we can break them now.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah, it's good. Good move.
Okay. I'm going to keep on healing our front lines, too. Earthblood is so good for that role.
Earthblood.
That's for the life magic.
Oh, I'll do it, too. Double heal. Double trouble.
They never expect a double heal.
No.
Here we go. That's pretty good. Okay, I'm going to come shoot, too, now. Oh, Iron Breaker's fully upgraded. Oh boy. That's me.
Yeah. Yeah, focus all archers on the back lines.
Okay. Gotta move my riders a little bit more. Yeah, if you look at my spears, they're actually not taking a lot of damage because I kept using that heal, man. Like, I love it.
Yeah, it seems a little OP. You know, like that's the tricky thing about magic is, especially the vampire count, so you can focus down.
Oh man, oh yeah. You gotta move fast when fighting them. Okay, I gotta move my riders away. I'm trying to get the corridors. But that is definitely, like, one part that I really do love about Warhammer Total War. Using the terrain is so important. Artillery is not king. Usually, if you're focusing all of your gold on that, your line is probably pretty weak. And they're dwarfs, so it's still tough, but still, they're not going to do as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, I'm going to move into the woods real quick.
Yeah, Warhammer definitely seems like you can't rely on one thing too much.
No. Oh, no.
Which is pretty cool.
Got a few corridors in the woods. They have 50 kills. I need to go get them somehow. That's really annoying. They gotta die.
Your general?
If we look right over here to the left of the cliff, there's a group of corridors. They're nearly out of ammo, so it's a bit late, but I need to go kill them.
Alright.
I keep getting bound down by all the units in between, though.
Yeah, we're crumbling their front line now, so...
Yeah. Not too much more. Okay. Earthblood again. Come on, move.
What a great fight. I mean, regardless of whatever happens here.
Oh, we know what's going to happen here. Let's be real about it.
Well, we know. All right. Pretty obvious victory.
Yeah. But no, it was actually a good fight. I don't blame them for going down that route. I mean, all right, look, there's camping on some maps that is just illogical, and it does not work. Like, people who camp in this game usually do lose when I play them, just because it's so easy to exploit that. But when you have a map that is logical to quote-unquote camp, then yeah, you got to do it. And I can understand why they did it.
Right, well, the dwarves are, I mean, they're very defensive faction.
Natural campers, yeah.
So it'd be silly to be aggressive with them.
Yeah, they're very easy to kite too, which can be pretty rough. They do have an Ungrim Iron Fist. He's actually really bad in the game right now.
Really?
Oh, incredibly bad. Grom Brindle is incredibly good. He's insanely strong. He will take on any lord in the game. What I personally think is that Ungrim should have anti-large capabilities. Like, he should have abilities that helps him take down giant trees, dragons, trolls, and all of that. Maybe deal a lot more damage to them. Because right now, he can't really duel a lot of the more powerful lords like Durthu.
Yeah,
he's way too strong.
I always liked him because he never broke. You know, he always fought.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So here's the funny story behind that. In pretty much every match where he's on the other team, the only thing that he does is die at the very end. He prolongs the game for so long. And it drives me insane.
Yeah, it's so true. It's like, where's Ungrim? Where is he?
At the very end, holding up the game, which will probably happen here. Go move in. No, that was actually pretty tough, but your plan definitely worked. Our archers took out most of their reinforcements.
Yeah, I was really concerned at the start of this battle. Like, my army was already breaking before we even met them in combat. So I think that cab charge just like broke their spirits. And
oh yeah, if we look at their kills right now, mine, let's see, group 1, 177, 135. That is a lot. That's really good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna chase off their units to make sure they're shattered. Okay, now we only need to clean them up. We didn't need to micro as much just because, yeah, they all kind of bunched up in one place.
Yeah, it wasn't super micro intensive, which was also pretty fun to do because we can kind of talk a little bit more. And
oh, there are some, yeah, man, where you don't get a chance to talk. You just have to like focus on clicking as quickly as you can. It gets pretty rough.
Yeah.
Okay, But no, I mean, like, you were like, oh man, I haven't played Warhammer Total War, but you do have a great knowledge of the Total War games, and that pretty much applies here. It's just a super fast pace where you can't, like, sit back and enjoy the sights. You just gotta...
Oh yeah, exactly. I mean,
time.
like, any Total War player can be good at this game. It's really, if you want to be a great player, you just gotta know the nuance of the game,
Right.
you know?
Right.
Just like how you knew with the wizards with the life ability, healing your characters and whatnot. Like,
Yeah.
I would have never, I mean, I think I would have figured it out eventually, but that's just such a great tip. It's
Yeah,
so
like,
good for the elves.
there are so many little things that can just really change up the game. And like, while that spell, I have used it. I probably haven't used it as much as I have in any other battle before this battle. It's only because they made a bad choice. They grouped up in one place. You also don't want to do that because of spells.
That's
Spells
so true.
counter that.
That is
right.
Yeah. Against the elves, you never want to group up because it's like, all right, heal everyone, you know?
And you basically give us control of the whole map. We were able to move like pretty much wherever we wanted to go. Once you lose your map control, you're stuck. And right now, Ungram is going to be here for a while. We're going to be here for a little bit. Oh my gosh. What are we fighting? We're fighting a runesmith, a thane. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I don't know if you have any armor piercing. I'm going to bring back my guys and let armor piercers do the work, like your Wildwood Rangers.
Yeah.
Usually, though, they've taken a lot more damage. I guess, like, because he came in last, we didn't really get to whittle them down because they're pretty beefy. All right, Dirthu, come on down.
All right, yeah, his heroes are breaking. It's all down to
good.
Ungrim.
Oh, as usual, what a shocker.
Yeah, classic Ungrim.
Classic
So basically-
Ungrim.
Basically, he doesn't really help out at all. 'Cause
No.
He's underpowered, but he's just kind of there, you know?
Right.
Like, it looks like he's helping on his team, but he's really not doing anything.
He's really not, because if you can't support your force, then your main goal is to kill as many as you can. If you can't even do that, then, well, I don't know why you're here. You're a cheerleader with a mohawk.
Yeah. It's like he has like a super nice armor that just keeps him alive, but then he has
Right.
like a rubber axe, you know?
I really think his attack animations might be too slow. I will say a lot of the vanilla lords and things like that need tweaking. They seem to have found their footing with designing the game after the fact, but
Right.
what came out originally was pretty bland, and he's just one of the many lords that needs to be tweaked. Oh, Ungrim. Let me type in chat. Yep, as usual. He's like, wow, that's one tough guy left. I'm like, yep, I know. I know. Let's see,
GG's.
my Dirthu got 157 kills. Wow, we just steamrolled him.
Yeah, my Woodland Rangers did pretty well there, especially since they came in like second wave. You were
Oh,
kind of like
yeah.
the first wave, so I was able
Right.
to flank around and.
Yeah, like, you bringing a completely different build in that regard was a really good call. I mean, that alone probably changed up the whole fight, because Spearmen are okay. Their goal is to not die and to just hold the line, but if I
Right.
didn't have you there to flank, that would not have gone my way. I didn't have the killing power, you know? Alright. There we go, in battle. Oh, I'm not sure if you knew this or not, if you haven't played since the last patch. They took out the capability to click on other names, and I don't know why. So now I
What?
can't, like, yeah. I think, from what I understand, people were crashing. If you weren't the host, you would crash. And I think instead of, like, finding a way to fix that, they just took out the problem. Because my friend Tokshin hasn't crashed since they took it out.
Oh my god, because I used to use that because I'd show like during replays the army
Right.
comp, and the way to do that is by looking at wow.
Exactly. So
That
at the end of
sucks.
every fight, I will go through the kills, what they could have done better. But now, okay, all right,
You
I
just-
go. Yeah.
You can just briefly, generally talk about it. I guess you can't go into detail, but yeah, if you look at my kills, which you can't, but all my Wildwood Rangers did excellent, over 100 kills. One got 75, and then my Cav did really well at that charge.
Right.
But yeah, that's pretty much what won the game for me. The Rangers. What about you?
Okay, if I look at it right now, Dirthu, 157 kills, and I will
Jeez.
say My Spell Singer of Life, that healing AoE, I've never gotten to use it that much, but they were all bunched up and we were able to just patch things up. So while my spears didn't get a lot of kills, they didn't need to. They just needed to not die. My War Dancers didn't get to do a lot. One group got completely destroyed by artillery, but the other group, because of that move called Shadow Coil, they have -20 to melee attack, but that +20 to melee defense means they're there forever, and they were able to kind of take out the artillery, at least part of it. But yeah, for me too, the riders did the bulk of the work. I mean, they are so powerful and so damn good. They're actually, in my opinion, some of the most fun cav to use in the whole game because of how effective they are. And real quick, I just want to go over XOXO. He brought in a very elite force. He upgraded pretty much almost everything to rank 9, which is kind of strange. I don't know why he did that. While you might have the quality, you are just not going to last for an entire fight. You don't have the numbers to put up with like a 10 to 20 minute fight. So he probably should not have gone down that route. I will say that maybe Thorgrim Grudgebearer would have been a better choice. He can give you like what, +8 melee attack, and then if you get his item, another +8. But okay, that's about it for my rant. But yeah, so
I think he was also a little too slow of helping his ally because I mean, his ally had a really small army too, and we were just able to double team him and get around him. And as soon as you break the flank with the dwarves, it's hard for them to come back. So
yeah,
it was just well executed. I mean, we are just natural pros here, so
completely
you guys are definitely watching something special. So no, but seriously, I appreciate Surreal showing me some ropes. I really enjoyed it. Like, it was because usually I have no idea what's going on. I'm just like, what is this?
Right.
But that was really, really fun. Just having a strategy and tactics actually pay off and stuff. It was really cool. So
yeah,
I appreciate it.
Okay, so how do we sign off here? Like, how do you do it?
I usually say something like some kind of life tip, like, don't run with scissors.
Okay.
Something like that.
Let me think about that real quick. All right, so when you're painting a wall, it's usually advised that you make a type of shape like a W or a M, and when you make that on the wall, that will be your place to use a roller to paint that wall. So that'll be my life tip.
There you go.
Be consistent when you paint, or you'll have streaks. All right, there.
All right, there you go. That's the perfect way to end it. So let's just end it.
All right.
Thanks for watching, guys.
All right, thanks for watching. Bye.
Okay. What do you recommend for heroes though? Like the Waystalker seems alright, but he just seems kind of like there. You know what I mean?
He's just kind of there. He does get a consistent amount of kills. He'll probably get like maybe 50 to 80 kills, but once he's out of his arrows, he's really not able to accumulate very much. His Arrow of Cernulus is very good. That's an active ability that only has a cooldown, costs no magic at all. So you could bring him if you want to, but I will say you do want at least one spellcaster because the magic of the Wood Elves are incredibly good, especially if you're able to heal things up. If you're going to bring in like a Treeman or Durthu, then having a healer to keep him up is incredibly powerful. So you could do that.
Okay,
yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'll try that out.
Okay, I'm going to bring in Durthu myself. I haven't used them for at least one battle, and that can't be. Let's see here. I don't really like the Amber Spear. I will say the Flock of Doom is very good for fighting Chaos just because they tend to group up their units quite a bit, and it's a AoE damage spell, so it's actually pretty good to use. Okay, let's keep on looking. Right.
Yeah, so archer-wise, like how many archers do you think is pretty standard for the elves?
It really depends on your army build. We are fighting Chaos, so you'll definitely want archers with the Starfire tips where they can just armor pierce.
Yeah.
Not only that, having maybe one with like Hagbanes are great because it has a poison debuff, so that could be pretty good too.
Okay, so maybe a mix of both.
Yeah. Okay, let me go look at your build. Okay, you're bringing a lot of Rangers, anti-large and armor piercing, so that's good. I like to bring a few Treekin just to kind of bind them up. Their offensive power is not that great, but in terms of just being able to beat things up, they're pretty good at that. So
like tanky?
I'm a big fan. Yeah, very, very tanky.
Okay.
I'm going to bring in Wild Riders, no shields, because we shouldn't have to worry about too many armor-piercing units, and they're very effective. I brought in my caster. That'll do.
I just feel like I don't have enough infantry.
Yeah, I often feel like that too. Our enemies are usually pretty prone when they're playing Chaos to either get few elites or they'll get Hell Cannon and be annoying. But we'll find out what they have in a little while.
Alright, cool.
Let's see here. Looking at what I want. And to let all of you know, we decided to kind of go into our plans before we actually get into the map. So that is why I'm doing that now.
That is true. Yeah, you know, I really like the Great Eagle. Like, I don't know, it seems really, strong for the price. Yeah, do you have a lot? Have you tested out the Great Eagle?
I actually haven't used them very much. I might try it out later. What I've been trying to work out is the Forest Dragon. A lot of people say he's quite weak, and I agree, but according to their patch notes, they're like, he's only meant to go after outlying units on the battlefield to not fight in the main part of a combat situation. I don't understand that, because if that's true, why would you bring him? He's 2,000 gold. I could bring in a Great Eagle for less than half the cost and have the same role.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, it is way too expensive.
Okay, if you're going to bring in the Wildwood Rangers, I'll bring in more shields just in case. Dryads are pretty fragile, so I'm not a huge fan. I mean, they're okay.
And they just switched the Dwarves, so...
Oh boy, that does change it up.
Yeah. Nice Dwarf and Elf matchup.
Oh, and of course they're corrupted following Chaos and whatnot.
Of course.
On that note, I cannot wait for the Chaos Dwarves. They're like a weird, strange mixture of cultures. I'm trying to think of what their influences are.
Chaos?
Yeah, that, but like there's like a real life analogy that they're meant to be compared to, and I can't even think of it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is. I think whenever I began to play World of Warcraft, I found out about Warhammer, and I was like back in 2004, and from there it all went down. Oh, they changed it up.
They're both dwarves.
Whatever, we'll take it on.
Oh my god.
There could be a lot of artillery, which means that we need to try to use the terrain to the best of our advantage. That's really the big part to keep in mind about the Wood Elves. They're actually pretty hard because you have to use trees. If you don't use trees, they can outshoot you in a open field, which is bad, of course.
Yeah, and elves are more offensive, right? You know, you don't want to use them defensively, yeah. Because they don't have any artillery.
No, you can, but again, the trees in this game are extremely powerful at being able to cover you from enemy fire. I usually use that in every Wood Elf battle that I can, just because it forces them to come to me. If I can negate their artillery, then we do pretty well. And I wish they would hurry up.
I know, right? Come on. We can always just edit out, you know?
Oh, yeah.
It's a start.
That's true, and I'm definitely going to do that too, because these people...
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
Sweet.